Hi, welcome back to my channel, Beautiful Minutia. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany, and today I wanted to talk to you about a read-along that I am co-hosting during the month of October. So if you've been with my channel for a little while, you know that the past couple of years, we have been reading Spurgeon in the fall together, and it has just been so lovely. So the past 2 years, I have been joined by Idea from Novel Idea and Chrissy from Chrissy's Purple Library. And the first year we did Joy in Christ's Presence, which was just such an amazing and life-giving book. One of my favorite books of all time still. And then last year we did Honest Faith, which was a much shorter book. And that was really wonderful as well. So this year we are doing another Spurgeon book. This year's book is the Beatitudes. So this is, as you might suppose, Charles Spurgeon's reflections on the chapter in Matthew where Jesus is, the Sermon on the Mount, and he's going through the Beatitudes, blessed are the, for they will, that whole section. And so this just looks really amazing. There are 8 chapters, anywhere from, starts with kind of like an introduction, but then you've got poor in spirit, inheriting the earth, righteously filled, the hunger and thirst that are blessed, the importance of mercy, having a pure heart, and being a peacemaker. So we are going to be reading this during the month of October. We will have a reading schedule as well as weekly live shows, so that way we can get together, talk about those week's chapters, and then I will also have a channel set up on my Discord, which I do every year as well, so that way if there are particular quotes that are, kind of standing out to you and you want to discuss before we get together for our live shows, or it's also a place for me to make announcements, to post live show links and all that kind of stuff. So it's a catch-all for all of those things. I already mentioned there are 8 chapters, so we will be reading 2 chapters every week, which feels pretty attainable. This is not a very long book. It's 200 pages, I think. Actually, far less than that. It's 148 pages for the chapters that we're reading. There is also an appendix on the back with like an exposition of the scriptures and beyond. And so the nice thing about that is if you want to dig a little bit deeper, that is in the back for you to reference as you go along. But even that is only an additional 20 pages, so it's still under 200 pages for the entirety of the book. I will have this particular copy linked in the description below. I think that this might be the only publishing house that is publishing this collection right now. Last year when we did Honest Faith, there was like a free PDF online that I linked as well, and it was also free on Kindle on Amazon. And I don't think that that's the case for the Beatitudes. I think this is Whitaker House that published this particular edition, and they might be the only one who are currently publishing it. I didn't see a free PDF online. You're welcome to look and see if you can find one yourself. But when I was organizing the details for this read along, I couldn't find one. So like I mentioned, we will be doing weekly live shows. Those are going to be every Saturday evening at 7 p.m. during the month of October. So we'll be kicking off on October 4th to read chapters 1 and 2. So that will probably be the shortest amount of time. If you actually start on October 1st, you could start a little earlier, but that's only 4 days to read the first 2 chapters. So that's probably going to be like the most difficult. October 11th, we will be reading chapters 3 and 4. October 18th, we'll be discussing chapters 5 and 6. And then October 25th, we'll be discussing chapters 7 and 8 and our final thoughts on the book. So I really hope that you can join us for that. The live shows are always the best part of doing one of these read-alongs, because we're not only getting to discuss our thoughts with each other as we've been reading, but you're in the comments in the live show. And so we get to hear what you've been thinking as well, quotes that have stood out to you, the way that the Lord is blessing you through this book. So I hope you'll be able to make it to the weekly live shows, but if you're not, they are also, going to be on my channel afterwards. So that's the nice part, is that if you aren't able to make it to a live show, you can always watch the playback and chat with us in the comments there, but it's always really special when we get to do it live. So like I said, every single one of those live shows is a Saturday, and it will be at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I really hope that you can join us for this read along. I'm so looking forward to it. It's always such a blessing and a spiritual refreshment whenever I read Spurgeon in general, but it's doubly so when I get to do it with all of you. That's all for this announcement video. It's a pretty short one, but I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. Will you be joining us? Have you read this Spurgeon book before? because I haven't. This is a brand new to me Spurgeon, and so I'm really excited to dive into it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit like and also subscribe so you can continue to see more bookish content from me, and I will see you again next time.